السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today إن شاء الله we are going to solve some model exam اللي هي بنسميها عندنا اللي هي المهام الأدائية. إن شاء الله ده هيبقى الحل بتاعنا عليها بإذن الله. We have here 6 models. We're starting with model number 1. Use the following numbers to answer the following. So I have to complete these spaces by these choices, okay? So I have here what? In the first question I have 10 plus 2 plus 0.4 plus 0.02. It's like what? Like the decomposing, yes, decomposing form of a number. So I have here what? 10. So I have 1 in the tens, 2 in the ones, like this. 1 in the tens and 2 in the ones. Then I have decimal point. Here I have what? In the 10th place I have 4, and in the 100th place I have 2. And here I go here. This is the answer, 12.42. What about this one? In 734.28, the digit 8, its value is, so I have to know the difference between the value and the place value. Here 8 in which place? After the decimal point I have 10th and I have 100th. So 8 here in the 100th place. So its value is 8 hundredths by TH. So it will be what? 0.08. And here is my choice. 57 times 10, it's super easy. I will multiply 57 times 1 equal 57. Then I'll drop the 0. So the answer is 570. What about this one? I have to subtract 1.23. When I subtract, I will line up my numbers starting from the decimal point, put the decimal point under the decimal point, this arrange the other places. I have here 1 in the ones and 0 in 10th and 2 in the hundredths. Then subtract 3 minus 2 equal 1, 2 minus 0 equal 2. Once you see the decimal point, drop it. 1 minus 1 equals 0, and here is my answer, 0.21. I have here 8 thousandths minus 3 thousandths equal how many thousandths? So it's like the unit. The unit here is thousandths and thousandths, and the answer by thousands. So what shall I do? I will just subtract 8 minus 5 equals what? Equal 3, and stop. So this is the last choice. Let's see model 2. I have here in one garden, Nada digs a hole to plant a mangrove seeding every 4 days. In second garden, she plants a seeding every 6 days. If she plants seeding in both gardens today, so I want to know where can they meet again. We agreed that when I have multiple, I have repeated something, so I have to find out what, yes, the least common multiple. But here, he will help me, the questions here will help me to find out the answer. First of all, I have to find out the first 7 multiples of 4. How can I find the multiples of 4? Start with 0, but don't count it. It's not number 1, but all the multiples has to start with 0. Then I will jump by 4. What is the meaning of jump by 4? 0 plus 4 equal 4. Plus 4 again equals 8. Plus 4 again, it will be 12. Plus 4 again, 16. Then till I find what? 7 multiples. Starting from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 more. If I add 4, it will be 20. If I add 4, it will be 24. Then 28. Now I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 multiples of 4. The same here. I will do I will put the first 7 multiples of 6. Start with 0, but don't count it. Then add 6. Each time I will add 6. It will be 12. If I add 6, 18. Then another 6, it will be 24. Add 6, it will be 30. Then 36. Then 42. And this is the 7 multiples of 6. Or I can just write the answer of the table 6. Okay, it will be 6, 12, 18, and so on. Now he wants me to find out the common multiples of 4 and 6 according to these multiples. I have here some common multiple between this line and this line. The first one is, I can't count 0 again, or you can put it here, but you can't count it. Okay, then I have 12 and 12. So this is the first common multiple. Then 16, I don't have 16. Yes, I have here 24 and 24. So this is the second common multiple. Then I don't have anything else. تمام. The least common multiple of 4 and 6. I have now the common multiple of 4 and 6. So the least common multiple is what? I can choose 0? No. Instead of 0, I have what? The least common multiple is 12. So the least common multiple is 12. Now here I have the third model. Mazen is planning a trip from Cairo to waterfall region in Wadi Rayyan. He will travel 147.72 kilometers. Put the number 147.72 in place value chart. So I suppose, or I think you have to start with the decimal point under the decimal point. What is the ones here? It will be what? 7, then 4, then 1, then we will put what? 7 and 2. So I have what? 1 in hundreds, 4 in tenths, 7 in ones, and 7 in tenths, and 2 in hundredths. Decompose form for this number. It will be what? How can I decompose it? I will put the digit, and in what? Yeah, I will put the value of each digit. 1 here, the value of 100, it will be what? 100. Then I have to put plus. Don't put comma, don't put subtract, don't put anything like this. I have to put plus, okay? 4 in tens, it will be 40. Okay, plus 7 in ones, it will be 7. Plus, I don't put the comma, the decimal point. 7 in tenths, it will be what? 0.7. Then 2 in hundreds, it will be what? 0.02. So this is the composed form of the number. Round 147.72 to the nearest tenth. Find your place. So the place I want to approximate to or to round to, it's what? The 10th place. Where is the 10th place? Yes, I can see it. It's what? Yes, this 7. So underline the 7. Circle next door to your right hand. It will be what? 2. 2 here is a strong or weak? Yes, it's a weak number. 4 or less, I will just ignore this number. So the answer here will be what? I will put all the digits as they are. So it will be what? 147, which is 147.7. If Mazen stop in a station after 110.12 kilometers, what is the left distance? So the total distance is 147.72. And he traveled what? 110.12. What shall I put here? Yes, the question here helping me. I have here subtraction. So I have to put here 147.72 minus 110.12. To be easier for me, I have to put first number up. And this is the first number. Second number down, and start to line up your number by decimal point under decimal point. So put here 0, 1, 1. Then I have here what? 1 and 2. Then subtract. 2 minus 2, 0. 7 minus 1, it will be 6. Once you see the decimal point, drop it. 7 minus 0, 7. 4 minus 1, it will be 3. 1 minus 1, 0. So the answer here is what? This 0 has no meaning, and this 0 has no meaning. So the answer is 37.6. Next one. Omnia has 2 strips of cloth. One is 35.6 meter wide and the other is 75.12 meter wide. If she has 10 pieces of the first strip of cloth, how many meters she needs? Okay, I have what? 10 of this one. It means what? I will multiply super. So 35.6 times 10. Why MS will multiply? Because she had what? 10 pieces of this one. So 35.6 plus 35.6. Then I will add it 10 times. So I will multiply it by 10 times. When we multiply, the number becomes bigger, and I will kick the decimal point one place to the right. So the answer will be what? 356 meter. If she has 100 pieces of the second strip of cloth, how many meter she needs? So she has what? 100 from this part. So it will be what? 75.12 times 100. So this time I will kick the decimal point how many places? 2 places. 1, 2 to the right because the number becomes bigger. So the answer will be 7,512 meter. And this is comma, not decimal point. The estimate of the sum of the two strips of cloth. Now, I don't need to make estimation for this one and this one. I have just this two strips. How can I find the estimation? You can choose wherever you want from the ways of estimation. You can use the front end estimation. So this number will be 30 and this number will be 70, or you can round it to the nearest whole number, and I prefer to do this. But we can approximate it or round it to the nearest tens, for example. Okay, so 35 close to what? I will ignore totally the decimal part. 35 close to, I think it's close to 40. Okay, I want to make what the sum means plus. Okay, the second one here, 75, it's close to 80. Okay, so 40 plus 80 equal 120 meter. Let's find out if I add the sum of two strips of cloth. I want to now to find the real answer. Okay, so I will add 35.6, which is the first type. Okay, and the second type, which is 75.12. Let's add them together. I will make here the rough work. 35.6. A line up starting from the decimal point. I will put here what? 5, then 7. Here I will put 1, then 2. Let's make balance by putting here 0. And don't forget, you add 0 plus 2, 2, 6 plus 1, 7. Once you see the decimal point, drop it. 5 plus 5, 10, 0, and carry up 1. 1 plus 3, it's 4, plus 7, it's 11. So the answer is 110.72, and it's close enough to 120 meter. Don't forget to write the unit. I have here another one, and I think it's the last one. While visiting Giza pyramids with the help of the tour guide, you recorded the following data. Okay, first of all, the height of the three pyramids as follow. The first pyramid is 45.057 kilometer. The second one, 50.1 kilometer. I think 100,000. This 0 doesn't need anything and doesn't mean anything. Okay, the third one, 20.001 kilometer. So if I want to arrange them in ascending order of the three pyramids, ascending means what? From small to big. Which one is the smallest number? How do I know? Starting from what? The whole number. Okay, underline the whole number here. I have what? 20, 50, and 45. Which one is the smaller? Yes, it's what? 20. So 20.001. This is the first one. Which one is the next? Yes, 45. So 45.057. Then the last one here, and this is the largest or the tallest pyramid, will be what? It will be 50.100, or you can ignore these two zeros. Second question here, the height of one pyramid is 50.100 kilometer, and the height of the second is 20.001 kilometer. Find the sum of the height of the two pyramids. So I want to add both of them together. 50.100 plus 20.001. You can make here a rough work. So 50.100. Start to line up from the decimal point. So I have to put here 0, 2, and 0, 0, 1. I will add, so it will be 1, 0, 1. Put the decimal point 0 and 7. So the answer is 70.101. Don't forget to put the unit, which is kilometer. The expanded form of 45.05. What is the meaning of expanded form? Yes, I have to put what? The value of each digit. I have here what? 45. As I read it, 40, so I will put here 40. 5, it's just 5 because it's in the ones, so I will put 5. 0.05. 0.05, so it's what? 500, which means 0.05, 500. During the trip, you ate 5 sandwiches for lunch. Each sandwich cost 20 LE. How much did you pay for all the sandwiches? So, super, I will multiply 5 times 20 equals 5 times 2 equals 10. What about this 0? I will drop it. LE. So the answer is 100 LE. The last one, I have another one here. At the north edge of the Gulf of Suez lies the Suez Canal. The length of the Suez Canal is 24 kilometers. List the factors of what? Of 24. I want to find out all the factors of 24. He didn't mention the prime factorization. He mentioned all the factors. The factors and the stops. So what shall I do here? I will write down what? T chart to find out the factors of 24. Start with 1. 1 times what gives me 24? 1 times 24. Don't forget, you have to find out what? The factors of 24. Okay, this number can be divided by 2. Yes, it's an even number. So 2 times 1 equal what? Equal 24. 2 times 12. Okay, this number, I can see it in table 3. Yes, and I know it's in table 3 because 2 plus 4 equals 6 and it's divisible by 3. What times 3 equal 24? Yes, it's 8. Okay, 24 can be divided by 4. This is the next number. Yes, what times 4 equal 24? It's 6. Can this number be divided by 5? No, because the ones here, it's not 0 or 5. Then I have to write 6? No, I can't repeat any factors. So I have to stop and I have to write them from what? From least to what? To the largest. So the factors of 24 are 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. These are the factors of 24. Find the value of n. N equals 2 times 2 times 3. It's super easy, right? 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 times 3 equals 12. So n here equals 12. Find the GCF of 8 and 10. You have both ways to solve it. You can write down some factors, at least 5 factors of 8 and all the factors of 8 and all the factors of 10, and you can find out the greatest common factor between them, or we can solve by using the prime factorization. Let's remember how can we make the prime factorization of 8. So I'll put here 8 and I will drop 2 arrows. 8 equals what times what? Yes, it's 2 times 4. Ask yourself, 2 is what? Prime number, circle and leave it. 4 is a prime? No, it's a composite. So I will put it in the box. 4 equals 2 times 2. 2 is a prime? Yes, and 2 is a prime. So I will stop because I don't have any extra factors. What about 10? Drop 2 arrows. So 10 equals 2 times 5. 2 is a prime? Yes. And 5 is a prime? Yes. So 10 equals 2 times 5. Now I will write them under each other. 2 equals what? 8 equals, what? 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2. What about 10? 10 equals what? 2 times 5. So I will put 2 under 2. I have any 5 to put the 5 under it? No. So I will put it far away. Now, what is the common factor between this number and this number? It's just what? It is just 2. So the GCF of 8 and 10, it's what? It's 2. Factorize 24 to its prime number. Okay, super easy. 24, drop 2 arrows. 24 equal what times what? You can choose any 2 numbers which gives you 24. Yes, 3 times 8. Okay, 3 is a prime. Yes, circle and leave it. What about 8? It's a composite. So drop 2 arrows and it will be what? 2 times 4. 2 is a prime. Yes, circle and leave it. What about 4? No, it's a composite. So 4 equals what? Yes, 2 times 2. Circle and leave it. And this is circle and leave it. So 24 now equals what? Equal 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. You want to check your answer? 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. 12 times 2 equals 24. Okay, thank you and all my best wishes to you.